When passengers like you are traveling by air, you usually enjoy the flight journey. However, will you think of the situation of something happened? For example, what would happen when you face bad weather? Now, Central Training Squadron is going to tell you more on the risks of flying under adverse weather. Please enjoy.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are from Central Training Squadron. Today, we are going to have a presentation on the topic, risk of flying against adverse weather. Please enjoy.
So boring.
What's wrong with Ma'am? She keeps us waiting here.
What's happening? It's Ma'am.
Cadets, pay attention. We have received information that a 747 from London hasn't arrived for hours. We need you to find information for all possible aviation hazards for case investigation. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, take a look at this video. It's about fog. You see, fog is so scary and horrible. I think the plane may disappear like this.
Huh? It's just a movie. Please be more serious.
No, she might be right. Let me tell you more about fog before you disagree. Fog is actually small water droplets in air, and is usually formed near the ground surface.
Fog can cause disorientation and illusion to the pilot when an aircraft meets fog. Therefore, a plane can easily get lost.
Moreover, it is more dangerous for a plane to fly at lower levels or during takeoff or landing when there is fog.
Hey, is the flight that we're searching for flying at night? I've heard that night flying could worsen the situation.
I'm not sure. We have lost contact with the plane since they had disappeared in a radar system, and their radio system has broken down too. These make the situation worse.
So, if I was this pilot, what should I do? I believe that I cannot control the flight with visual flight rules anymore. I have to rely on instruments.
That will be a good idea if the system works well. Otherwise, heating or spraying salt particles can also reduce the density of fog. Pilots should also avoid dropping the plane to low levels while facing fog.
Well, it's now spring, and I think that the plane may bet storm on its way. Storm is actually any disturbed state in the atmosphere. It is fog when high pressure surrounds the center of low pressure. These opposing forces can cause winds and form storm clouds.
I know that there are many kinds of storm, and the most common ones are thunderstorm, ice storm, windstorm, and tornado.
In addition, there are also ocean storm, the blizzard, dust storm, squall, tropical cyclone, and hailstorm. Storm is dangerous that it may cause turbulence, wind shear, icing, hail, and reduced visibility. It may also cause damage to the radio communication system and navigation system.
So, what should the pilot do in this situation?
Well, the pilot should ensure that there is an adequate supply of fuel so that the plane can fly safely for a period of time.
Also, the most important thing is to ask all the passengers not to leave their seats and to fasten their seat belts.
I think that the plane's loss is probably due to fog storm. Let's go and report it to man.
What have you found?
The recent weather is humid and unstable, so we
be affected by icing?
Exactly. That's just what I want to say. Actually, icing is the freezing of water droplets. It usually occurs on the frontal surface of the plane, like wings, propeller, windshield, antennas, vents, intakes, and cowlings.
Icing will occur when the temperature is at 0 degrees Celsius or lower at moisture state. But how will this affect the plane?
Let me tell you, icing may increase in drag and loss in lift, which makes the flying difficult. Also, it may cause breakage of the antennas and degradation of the radio navigation.
That's not all. Icing can lower visibility and cause the engine to stop functioning. The icing and anti-icing equipment are good tools to help us to remove ice from the plane. Do you know that some planes even have boots that can pressurize with air? When they expand, the ice will break off from the surface of the plane.
So, why are we waiting? Let's go and report.
No, wait a minute. It's now spring and it's difficult for a plane to ice. Let's think of some other possible risks. I've heard of a case which happened in year 1999, the 22nd of August. It happened in the Hong Kong International Airport. A plane crashed onto a runway due to wind shear, and there was an outbreak of fire too.
Oh, I thought that wind shear is only the change of wind direction and speed. It's nothing dangerous.
No, you're wrong. Actually, there are two types of wind shear. First, horizontal wind shear, and second, vertical wind shear.
Horizontal wind shear are usually happen near the waterfront and the coast, while vertical wind shear are usually happen near the ground surface.
I understand that wind shear is for when headwind or tailwind changes, but I wonder, how does that contribute to the loss of plane?
When the plane meets wind shear, the pilot may hardly control the plane. I think that's what's happened in the case we've just mentioned.
I know the case too, but wind shear is not the only contributing factor. The plane met turbulence too.
Turbulence? Is turbulence the irregular motion of air?
Yes, you're right. Turbulence usually happens during takeoff, flying, and landing. It causes bumps and jumps to the plane. And in severe cases, the plane can be momentarily out of control.
I know that there's a type of turbulence called wake turbulence. It is formed when an object passes through air with a high speed. Therefore, there are always wake turbulence formed after aircraft during takeoff or landing.
Another type of turbulence is called clear air turbulence. It is formed when warm air bubbles rises in air to form thermals. It usually happens during the flight. When aircraft flew into different layers of thermals, it not only causes bumpy rides, but also sudden accelerations.
Oh, I've better understanding now. But I want to ask, is there any difference between turbulence in different heights?
Of course, turbulence are actually more serious at a lower altitude. That's why pilots should be more careful during takeoff or landing if they meet turbulence.
I learned from the internet that turbulence can have serious impact on aircraft. That's why precautions measures should be taken. For example, planes are organized to keep distance from other planes. As for greater size aircraft, they should keep a greater distance as they can cause a greater wake turbulence. Also, surveillance system on the ground can help us too.
We should also prevent risk caused by bumping and jots. That's why we must fasten our seat belts when we meet turbulence.
Also, nowadays, the radar system and the turbulence detector can help us to detect serious turbulence occur during the flight. Also, information provided by the control tower are also important for pilots to notice about turbulence.
Wait a moment. I think the plane's loss is probably due to